Hey everybody, welcome back to my Project 13. This is the early morning vlog. I'm sitting here at Mickey D's waiting to put my order in. I think they are shorthanded early this morning because I see one dude back there just running around like crazy. And I think there's someone working up at the other window. All I want is a couple coffees. So I thought, you know what? Every once in a while I'll do a live stream early in the morning. I know most of you are in bed or just getting up. Get ready for your day. Hey, what's going on, Miz? I'm just going to call you Miz because that's a long name. How do I feel about Huawei blocking the being blacklisted, being banned by the Trump administration? Google's just complying. There's a lot that goes into Huawei being banned and blacklisted right now at this point in time. Google just doesn't want to get in trouble, so they're obviously looking at the situation and they're just complying with the situation. I don't know every little detail on why Huawei's being banned, but obviously there's reason. I don't like to typically get into political conversations with areas like this. It's too bad because Huawei makes some great phones. As far as from what I understand, any Huawei smartphone that's already been released, previous smartphones shouldn't be affected. That's when I say shouldn't. There's always the possibility that they could be affected, but from what I've been reading right now, they shouldn't be. I have a Huawei Nexus 6P that should not be affected. But we're going to have to wait and see. Google could still put out security patches for those devices. But going forward from this last week when the Trump administration put out this news of the ban going on, Huawei being blacklisted, any smartphones going forward at this point in time until China complies with whatever all the rules consist of, and you can do your homework on that, then any smartphone you buy from Huawei is not going to have Google services. You're not going to be able to use any Google apps. You can sideload them. You can go over to the web and sideload those apps, but the fact that if they're even going to work properly without having Google services is something that you're going to have to find out. It could cause some optimization issues as far as functionality with your smartphone. So there's a lot that goes into that. I didn't have a lot of information as far as talking about that area, that issue. For what I know, yeah, right now Huawei is banned. They're blacklisted. Google is complying with the Trump administration, and going forward, if you don't want to deal with any issues having to do with not having Google services on your phone and not utilizing any Google apps, I just wouldn't buy any Huawei phones at this point in time. Hopefully that all gets worked out. I was trying to, nobody answered when I was ordering. I wanted to order 2 coffees with 3 creams on each of them. What size on that? Just a $1 large. Just a moment, okay? I'll be right back. Jason Gill, yes. Going forward, they'll need to use open source. The average consumer, though, if you have to sideload any Google apps, the average consumer doesn't, when you say sideload, they don't even know what that means. And buying a Huawei device without Google services can be a big issue for the average consumer. As far as anybody like me, yeah, I find ways around and working with my smartphones when it comes to utilizing different apps, third-party apps off the web. But having Google services is something I do depend on Whether Huawei can come up with a different operating system that can be just as good as Google services, who knows? I don't know. They're saying wait and see. They're working on their own operating system, but it is yet to be seen if they will be able to match what Google has going on Android devices. It's something that we've come to learn to appreciate and accept, and accept what is given to us by Google services and what Google has given us as far as the operating system on our smartphones, on our Android phones, and it's what works. It's what we know. Buying a Huawei smartphone without Google services becomes a big, huge trust issue as far as the consumer trust in a company that isn't even allowed to have it on their operating system. So that's something to think about. Waiting for my coffee. Gots to wake up. I'm sure this Mickey D's employee is like thinking, what in the world is this guy doing talking to himself? TJ is up. Yeah, ZTE could get banned. It could get blacklisted as well. I had to pay for my coffee. Yeah, I'll probably leave a link down below in the description area, the article that I was checking out, as far as it doesn't really explain all the details. Well, it doesn't really. It does not explain all the details that go into the ban, into the blacklisting. It does, Huawei does talk a little bit about their own operating system. It does talk about the consumer's trust with Huawei, especially if you're not going to have Google services. Any existing Huawei device should not be affected. I wanted to put that out there, but you never know. I have a Huawei Nexus 6P, and I'm hoping that it won't be affected, but we're going to have to wait and see. But yes, as far as here in America, it does bring up a huge trust issue with Huawei, you know, whether you agree or not. Thank you.
Welcome.
Have a great day. Okay. So, whether Huawei can come up with their own operating system, who knows? And will it be what Google services has always been for us on our Android devices? That's crazy. Again, for me, I think at this point, I'm holding off on buying any Huawei phones until all this political crap gets dealt with. It doesn't mean I don't take a peek at the news once in a while to see what's going on, but you have to pay attention on whether you agree or not, okay? But if you want to have a really good experience on an Android phone, and Google services has always been a part of your life, while you are utilizing your Android phone, then not having that there could really cause a lot of issues. And if you are the average consumer, side loading may not be the best bet. And like I said, a lot of the average consumer doesn't even know what side loading is, and will that cause issues when it comes to performance and functionality? And we'll wait and see what Huawei can come up with as far as their own operating system, and will it be a good experience in comparison to what Google has given us for so long? So that's all wait and see. We'll see where that goes. We'll pay attention to the news from time to time, where I will, and see where this goes. But for right now, any pre-existing Huawei phone should be unaffected, but it's not guaranteed. So all that part of what I just said is a repeat, just so I'm basically putting out information from what little that I've read, and I'm summarizing the information is what I'm doing. So while I'm driving, I cannot look at who's coming into the stream, but I appreciate those of you that have come in. Thank you very much. I decided to shoot this live stream due to the fact that I was sitting back there at Mickey D's waiting forever, and finally I got some help. There's Uno Nice, thanks for coming on by. I appreciate all of you jumping in early in the morning. I typically don't do live streams early in the morning, but I decided, hey, why not? Why not, man? I am shooting this live stream with my Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. Got my OnePlus 6T right here. I always carry 2 devices. Sometimes I carry 3. Seriously, sometimes I carry 3. 2 or 3 smartphones with me. But yeah, I decided to just, because I was waiting back there for coffees. They're short-handed there at Mickey D's, so I decided to start the live stream. So here I am. Got an itch on my back. So please leave whatever you want as far as feedback during the live stream. I can always look at that after it's all said and done. I love the fact that you can go back and look at the live stream again and look at all the feedback. So, and you can leave comments down below in the, or feedback down in the comment section too as well. How many of you decided to go out and buy the OnePlus 7 Pro? T-Mobile, how many of you have ordered in the OnePlus 7 Pro? Let me know if you have one and you're in the live stream. Let me know what your experience is. How many of you are skipping it and staying with what you got, or you're going to pick up something different? Yeah, that's something I'd like to know. And if you have a OnePlus 7 Pro, what's your pros and cons as of right now? I was going to pick up a Google Pixel 3a XL, but I waited due to the fact that I was in touch with hashtag Team Pixel. I talked to the team leader over there. Shout out to the team leader. I appreciate him taking the time to talk to me twice on the phone. They were checking over my profile to bring me onto Team Pixel. As of right now, I'm not going to be able to receive a device. The devices that were allocated for that PR department for Team Pixel have already been sent out, and he was apologetic as far as not being able to send me out one. But moving into the future, they're going to get in touch with me to see if once my profile gets cleared, and yeah, they'll be able to work with me and send me out review units moving forward. So waiting to hear back from Google on that as we get closer to the Google Pixel 4 down the road. And but at this point in time, not going to receive a review unit, and I decided maybe not the best time to buy one of those devices. There's already a lot of YouTubers out there with the Google Pixel 3a or the 3a XL, the Axle. A lot of great reviews. You can go check out Donovan, you can go check out Grant, you can go check out Tony, you can go check out J Will. Wow, there's a lot of YouTube reviewers out there that I'm connected with that have Phone Tech at Work. Rob Pouncey, I think, got one too. Yeah, I think I did check out his video. Yeah, so there's a lot of YouTubers out there who have that specific device. If you want to watch some great honest reviews, raw and real honest reviews. But I think I'm just going to pass on it right now. Looking at the OnePlus 7 Pro. So be ready. Could be here on my Project 13, ready for me to review, shooting some in the dark video. You're gonna have to stay tuned on the OnePlus 7 Pro for me here on MP13. So that device looks sleek, big display, dual speakers. Wow, it's a good looking device. So let me know if you have it. Let me know. There was something else that I wanted to talk about, and I cannot remember. You got to remember, it's still early in the morning. I'm still waking up. I have to pay attention to the road. I'm sure where you live, the laws are strict when using a smartphone in the car while driving. You have to be very careful. You'll get pulled over and get a big ticket if the police see you messing around with your technology in your car, with your little tech smartphone. So yeah, it's funny because I see people all the time driving next to me, like at a stoplight or something, and you can see that they're looking down, playing around with their phones. I attach my phones to my dash mount or my windshield mount, and that's where I leave them. And if I get a phone call in, I'll tap to answer, and then I'll just tell them that I'm driving, that I can't talk right now. I don't want to get a big ticket. You can use voice commands to text. You can do voice commands to call, but typically every once in a while, if I'm not doing that way, I just tap once or twice. But my phone is in plain sight, so any kind of authority out on the roads that are driving by me, they'll see that I'm not hiding it down on my lap. Or yeah, I don't need to get a big ticket because I'm not trying to abide by the law. I tried my best to abide by the laws when it comes to driving. So even right now, as I do a live stream, I'm paying attention to the roads, and you're right there. You're right there. Yeah, I think that right now is the biggest piece of news as far as political news when it comes to tech, the Huawei situation, and as far as smartphone news, as far as what's being released, the latest and greatest OnePlus 7 Pro. So yeah, you're gonna have to wait and see if I get it in. If I do, man, I'm gonna be super stoked. I might be selling my OP6T. I have a couple buyers that may want it. It's just sitting on my desk and not using it a lot, even though I have it with me right now. And I'm using it right now as my second backup device, because if I do sell it, I wanted to be able to play with it a little bit more before I sell it. But got the Razer phone on the selling block as well. Have a buyer for that possibly. So I'll be hearing back from some possible buyers this week. It just I can't have smartphones, just a bunch of them laying around, not getting used, not getting utilized. And why not share, give a cash break to someone out there who will utilize these devices and enjoy them as much as I've enjoyed them. And you know, I've made some money off YouTube with the videos off those devices, so I've made a little money back. And I like to sell locally if I can, instead of having to box up and send out. So if I can find buyers here locally, it's better that way, and I still make better money on the streets than I would make selling on Swappa or anywhere online. So yeah, that's the way I try to do it. That's the way I try to work it. I'm sure a lot of you are getting ready to get going to work. I appreciate you coming by and just jumping into this live stream that I had no idea what I was going to talk about. I started talking about the Huawei situation only because that was one of the first questions that came up by Ms. So I appreciate it. I saw that Perry Freeman jumped in, Uno Nice, and was it Terry Gill? You know who you are. So yeah, and then anyway, so the conversation went from Huawei to the OnePlus 7 Pro, and that's where we're at. And it's a beautiful drive this morning. You can switch it around right here. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. That's what I'm seeing right now. I have to pull over to the gas station. So I'm going to end the live stream. Thanks for coming on by. I appreciate it. Phone tech at work, was that you? Did you just jump in? What's up, man? Yeah, I'm going to go over here to the gas station and get some gasoline. So I think I'm going to end the stream. But yeah, I just wanted to say good morning. Just wanted to do a live stream. Because I was waiting to make a D's forever. So I said, why not? Why not? Why not say hello? Why not say good morning? This is the gas station I come to all the time when I'm getting low on gas. Let's see who's working today. Maybe I'll wait. You can hang in there with me. If you have any questions, leave them on the live stream, and I'll go back and look over at the, you know, through the feedback when this video's over, and I'll respond to those questions down below in the comment section. So yeah, any questions? Because hey, what's up, buddy?
How much?
$10, please. I'm doing a live stream right now. You want to say hello to anybody?
Nope.
He said nope. It's Cross. It's a good man. Always taking care of me. Yeah, if you have any questions, leave it in the stream. I'll check it out. I'll do my best to get back to you. Oh my gosh, man. I'm just trying to wake up. OnePlus 6T, great phone. What would have made it better? Dual speakers. You had dual speakers on this phone like you have on the 7 Pro. This 99.9, perfect. Great experience on this phone, the OnePlus 6T. Thank you, sir. Yeah, the OnePlus 6T is a smartphone I don't really want to get rid of, but again, I'm not utilizing all my smartphones. But it's darn near perfect. Just missing the dual speaker setup on it. Outside of that, it's got a beautiful display. A really good one single speaker. Quality build is solid. Oxygen OS over the top of Android 9. Optimization is perfect. Performance, functionality, everything. I mean, it's just internal storage, 128 gigs, 8 gigs of RAM. Can't go wrong. 3700 milliamp battery. Phone call quality, texting, all of that, man. It's great. Videos, movies, listening to music. My media experience, great on the OnePlus 6T. It's a great device. Again, the only area that is a negative for me, and it's not that big of a deal, is the fact that it doesn't have a dual speaker setup. I mean, but it's. I would still say if you've never had a OnePlus device and you want to experience it without paying a whole heck of a lot of money for the new smartphone, the 7 Pro by OnePlus, look into buying a OnePlus 6T, man, or even a OnePlus 6. Yeah, great smartphones with a lot to give, and you won't be let down, in my opinion. Cameras, that 16 and 20 on the back, great camera quality going on with pictures and videos. You got a 60 megapixel shooter on the front. You do have optical image stabilization. So there's a lot about the 6T to love and to consider if you've never had a OnePlus device and you don't want to pay around 700 smacks, give or take. Under 500 smacks, do some homework. You can pick up the OnePlus 6, the OnePlus 6T, and have a great experience on a OnePlus device. I literally would say consider it. It's phenomenal. All right, there I am. Let me look and see what's going on here. Patrick Waterman, thank you for coming on. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I didn't even know what I was going to talk about. And Patrick says it's a great stream. And thank you, man. I didn't have anything set up. Perry Freeman says Huawei is done in the U.S. You could be right. All right, man. Thanks, everybody, for jumping in the live stream. I got to get going. Every once in a while, I may do one of these. Yeah, why not, right? Why not? I like it. Helps wake me up. I'm going to tuck away my OnePlus 6T in my pocket. And stay tuned for the possibility of the OP7 Pro. You never know. I wasn't meant to rhyme there, but it just worked out. If there's a talent there, it's a hidden talent that I must have. Who knows? All right, everybody, man. Now I'm just being silly. I'm out. Appreciate all of you. Thanks for your support. Continue watching. Share the videos with all your friends, your loved ones. Bring some more viewers to the team here on my Project 13. God bless. I am out.